Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a trailer that I think is truly horrifying. But first, let's cast our minds back to February of 2019, when we saw the genie from Aladdin and realized how horrible it looked. Then, a few months later, we saw what Sonic looked like, and that was even worse, and people were saying, you know what, cinema was a mistake. However, I have found something even worse than both those trailers. Something so horrific and nightmarish that I have to talk about it. This trailer that I'll be talking about is for the film Cats. You may be thinking, how bad can it be? Well, let's break it down and discuss why the trailer and the footage we can see is just horrific. One of the main issues I have is how monstrous and just how terrible the characters look. The way it looks is so scary, badly designed and horrifying. It's so bad it makes Sonic and Aladdin look like the Guardians of the Galaxy in terms of CGI quality. One of the biggest mistakes about the film is that it's a live action film. If you look at how the characters look on stage, you'll realize that turning these characters into human cat CGI hybrids is just a horrible idea. The characters in the play already look somewhat scary and weird, but at least they don't look super realistic, so it's not that bad. But by making the cats hyper realistic, you go right into uncanny valley, and the way the costumes are translated from stage to screen is frankly horrifying. Here is an image of the character Bustopher Jones, played by an actor in the Cats stage play. Now, here he is in the film, played by James Corden. The way it is translated from stage to screen is really badly done. Not only does it look rushed, but the fur is really weirdly composited into the character, and in addition to this, you can see in the play the character is wearing a full suit and clothes instead of having fur that sort of looks like clothes. Another thing I hate about the design of the cats is how inhuman and mutant the face looks like. The way the fur blends into the face makes the face look nothing like a human or a feline, and if you ask me, that's a horrifying middle ground. One of the worst looking cats is probably Grizabella, played by Jennifer Hudson. I'm not even going to say anything, I'm just going to show you what I mean. On top of the horrifying look of the characters, you also have a cast that is honestly very hit or miss. You have some really talented people like Judi Dench and Idris Elba and Ian McKellen, who very rarely give bad performances. You also have some unknown actors who are best known for stage acting and dancing. They seem like fairly safe bets. You also have some people in the middle like Jennifer Hudson, who has given some good performances but also some bad ones. But on the other hand of the entire cast, you have people like James Corden, Rebel Wilson, Taylor Swift, and for some weird reason Jason Derulo. And these actors shouldn't be in this film. James Corden up until 2015 was actually a decent comedian and actor. However, since 2015 he's unbearable to watch and basically plays the same character in everything, and his comedy is the most boring and bland thing in the world. He lacks any comedic talent ever since he became a late night host, and frankly it's just a pain to watch, and casting him in Cats was a bland and uninspired move. While James Corden does have, or at least used to have, some acting chops, Taylor Swift 100% doesn't. She was in the Lorax and honestly was one of the worst parts of the film because she isn't really a good voice actor, so I doubt she'll be able to be a very good dramatic actor either. And to be honest, it kind of feels like she was cast just to get the film's soundtrack sales up, as well as the fact that a huge amount of Taylor Swift fans will go and see the film, which equals more money for the studio. Finally, we have Jason Derulo, who not only makes some of the most boring and consistently mediocre music in the industry, but also has zero acting credits and dramatic abilities, and I'm honestly baffled he is in this film, and I feel like his performance is going to be unbearable and kind of hilarious to watch. I get that Cats is a super popular musical and that it would be a very lucrative idea to adapt it into a film, because audiences love when Broadway musicals are adapted into the screen, and with the addition of Oscar-winning director of The King's Speech as well as a cast with quite a lot of Oscar nominees, on paper the idea sounds like something that will not only be a big hit with audiences but also with critics and may even garner some award show buzz. But Cats is the worst possible thing you could choose to adapt to the big screen in a live action setting. In my eyes, when adapting something like Cats, you have one option: don't adapt it to live action at all, and the other option is make it animated. Going the animated route is a much smarter course of action, as basically animation exists for the stories that cannot be done in live action, and Cats really fits the bill. In fact, it almost happened. In the 90s, Steven Spielberg's company Amblin Animation had plans on creating a 2D animated film based on the musical, and by judging from the concept art, it would have looked at least visually interesting. Sadly, the studio was shut down and the project was cancelled, and now we have this monstrosity. So basically, in conclusion, Cats looks terrible and it will probably be terrible. But what's troubling is a lot of people consider the film will be a strong awards season contender, and few websites are actually predicting it for Best Picture. And what's also really sad is it'll probably make a lot of money and do a lot better than most, if not all, the fairly indie films that come out this year. Cats shouldn't be a film, nor will it be very good. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I'm quite late to the party on hating on Cats, but I really wanted to make this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.